Hi, everybody. My name is Annabelle Smith, and I'm in my final semester of a Bachelor of Commerce with a major in marketing at Macquarie University. So, when I reflect on my university journey so far, there are three key subjects that stand out to me. Those digital marketing, integrated marketing communications, and brand management. And I think the core reason that I enjoyed these units was because I was able to see the techniques and the things that I learned in these subjects play out in real life and real world scenarios, particularly in relation to digital marketing. As someone who finds herself scrolling on social media platforms such as Instagram quite a lot, it was really interesting to see some of the things that were discussed in class actually play out on my own Instagram feed. So my emotional intelligence quiz results did not surprise me. I think I've kind of always considered myself quite an emotionally intelligent person. According to my results, I have great relationships and people often approach me for advice, which if I think about certain situations, I would definitely consider that true. But one thing that stood out to me was that it says that it was easy to lose sight of my own needs when I'm helping others. And I think that's definitely something important to consider. Specifically, last semester, I undertook 5 units of study and was working full time. And I think I kind of lost sight of work-life balance, and that's something that I need to focus on implementing myself. But I think being an emotionally intelligent individual will positively impact my behaviors as a manager in the future. With respect to philosophy on ethics in marketing and corporate social responsibility. It'll allow me to demonstrate some of the key components of ethics, which are honesty and transparency, responsibility, and respect. So I'm going to talk about three key ethical marketing issues. First is inclusive and ethical workplace environments. And I think this is a really topical subject, particularly post COVID-19 and the global pandemic. There's been a greater push for work-life balance. Having the ability to work from home demonstrated to employees the benefits of having flexible working arrangements and more support for their own life commitments, and the importance of employers respecting individual boundaries. And all of these factors have ultimately led to individuals having more positive workplace environments and cultures, which stem upon important values of trust, transparency, and respect, which are all important ethical values. And I think ultimately, when I consider my own experiences in workplaces, an inclusive and ethical workplace really promotes a positive environment in which individuals are going to strive to achieve long-term goals and feel supported and valued as part of a team. So secondly, deceptive and misleading marketing practices. As a consumer myself, I have witnessed firsthand deceptive and misleading marketing practices, whereby marketing teams create false impressions like we can see on the screen in relation to price, value, or quality of goods and services. Whether it be through the use of enhanced images that inaccurately depict the product, disclaimers in small print, misleading claims, or false testimonials. So all of these tactics go against ethical behaviors such as trust, transparency, and fairness. And I think many marketing strategies these days kind of lose sight of the consumer because they're so focused on the generation of revenue. But I think that's it negatively impacts the business in the long term because consumers are unable to form a relationship built upon trust with the business. And finally, corporate social responsibility. I know we've heard that buzzword a lot recently, but it is extremely important. I hope to use my own emotional intelligence and work for a brand or business that exhibits high levels of corporate social responsibility one day. As someone who is passionate about fashion, one brand that comes to mind when I think of corporate social responsibility is Levi's Jeans, and particularly their Buy Better, Wear Longer campaign, which is shown on the screen. So this campaign attempted to disrupt the notion of fast fashion, which is a considerable issue today, and instead encourage consumers to engage in long-term sustainability. And they actually expressed a long-term business objective, which was to use 100% renewable energy sources by 2025. So lastly, when I look into my own future, I hope one day to use my emotional intelligence and my experience to date to work in a marketing related role, preferably in a field such as health or beauty, because that's what I'm passionate about. And if I'm lucky enough to be in a managerial position, I would like to use ethical practices and skills to achieve business marketing goals that uphold ethical principles and to inspire and support the team around me. Thank you for listening.